All right, Matt, UFC 250, and this is one of the most interesting stylistic matchups on this card at 185 pounds because we have Ian Heinisch taking on Gerald Meerschaert. And Matt, if you asked me about this fight a year ago, I would have said Ian Heinisch 100%. Former LFA champ, comes into the UFC, gets two big wins over Cesar Ferreira and shoe-faced Antonio Carlos Jr., and it looked like gold was going to be wrapped around his waist in the next year or so. Then he took on Derek Brunson. All right, that's a tough test. And Matt, in his last fight, Omari Akhmedov, in a fight that I thought was winnable for Heinisch, it just didn't go his way. He's taken on Gerald Meerschaert, who has to be one of the most wily, crafty vets that just finds ways to win. Yeah, he's janky in the stand-up, but his grappling is second to none at 185 pounds. He's so sneaky and slick on the ground that you don't want to try and force it there. Ian Heinisch is taking on good grapplers, the Cesar Ferreira fight, the Antonio Carlos Jr. fight, but there's one X factor in this fight. I'm going to remind fans of a fighter named Jorge Gurgel. He went over, and all of a sudden, he was Bangkok ready wearing Muay Thai shorts, and he was a jiu-jitsu guy. Ian Heinisch is a great wrestler. He trained for the first half of this camp at Tiger Muay Thai, you know, with the Hickman brothers. And then since he's been in the States, but what do you make of this matchup? Because you've got Heinisch that's a good wrestler. He's been working on his striking. Meerschaert, who's a good grappler. Striking's, What do you make of it?
It's a really interesting fight. And again, I wouldn't have said that unless I saw Gerald Meerschaert's last fight against Duran win. And you can say what you want about Win, but we know he has really fast hands. He hits quite hard. He's a phenomenal wrestler. And he was able to do quite well against Meerschaert, but Meerschaert just never goes away. Unless you're a guy like Thiago Santos who's able to put him away, like just completely put him to sleep. He can take quite a bit of punishment and just keep on moving forward. And both guys kind of have the same kind of cardio. They kind of start at 70%. And they just never really change from there. They're just a very constant pressure. Neither guy, exerts all their energy, and then they're drained for the rest of the fight. Just kind of keep a steady pace throughout. I think Ian Heinisch is the busier of the two guys, though. So unless he is hit with a big bomb, I don't think Meerschaert's going to be able to take him down. If it does go to the ground, though, if he is able to, clip Heinisch and then take him down, I think he could get a submission win just because that's how good Meerschaert's grappling is. But unless he's able to land that big shot, he's not going to be able to go out there and just double leg Ian Heinisch. Ian Heinisch's too big, too strong, too good of a wrestler for that. And I think this could be one of the more entertaining fights of the night. It could just be a sloppy brawl throughout. I really don't know. But I think Ian Heinisch can be able to get it done and get back on right track.
Ian Heinisch, wildest life story in the entire MMA space. And Matt, this is an interesting thing to look at the odds. So Gerald Meerschaert in the UFC is 6-4. How many times do you think he's been the favorite out of his 10 fights?
None.
3 times. Only 3 times. His debut, and then he fought Ryan James in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, and then his fight against Eric Spicely. So he hasn't been the favorite in a long time. He's not the favorite in this fight, but he's close to it, plus 105. Heinisch coming in minus 125 at a 747 votes on Tapology. 55% going with Heinisch. So people are thinking it's close, predicting 82% of them a decision win for Heinisch. What do you make in this one?
I could see Gerald Meerschaert getting a finish. I could see him landing. He's got really good body kicks. I could see him landing something like that and taking his back. But more than likely, Ian Heinisch is just going to keep that sort of sustained pressure throughout, hold on against the cage, land good shots, and just keep Meerschaert on his back foot enough that he's not able to go for it and land anything too big. So I do think Ian Heinisch can be able to get it done. Probably by decision, though, just because Meerschaert is quite hard to finish.
I'm in agreement with you here. I'm going to go with Ian Heinisch. And Matt, this is one of the better fights on a good card, so you're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions for UFC 250. 2 minutes for the main card in the prelims, 5 minutes for our main event between Amanda Nunes and Felicia Spencer, the Canadian. And Matt, as we always say with Fight Night Picks, let's get into it.